The US plan to guide ships through the Strait of Hormuz, announced by President Donald Trump just hours before it went into effect, leaves a lot of unanswered questions. US Central Command said in a statement on X that its support for the operation, dubbed Project Freedom, will include guided missile destroyers, over 100 land and sea-based aircraft, multi-domain unmanned platform. More than 4 years after a Boeing 737-800 passenger jet plunged 29,000 feet and crashed into a mountain in southern China, killing all 132 people on board, newly released data appears to indicate that someone in the cockpit intentionally switched off the fuel supply. It was China's deadliest air disaster in decades. But the Civil Aviation Administration of China, CAC, has not addressed the crucial question of what had prompted the deadly nosedive of China Eastern Airlines flight MU5735 in March 2022 in remote Guangxi region. Former New York Mayor Rudolph Giuliani has been admitted to hospital and is in critical but stable condition, his spokesperson says. Mayor Giuliani is a fighter who has faced every challenge in his life with unwavering strength, and he's fighting with that same level of strength as we speak, Ted Goodman said in a post on X on Sunday. The crew members of an Iranian ship that was seized by the United States after it failed to comply with the US blockade on Iranian ports have been transferred to Pakistan for repatriation, Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has said. As a confidence-building measure by the United States of America, 22 crew members held aboard the seized Iranian container ship Hem v. Toska have been evacuated to Pakistan, the ministry said in a statement on Monday.
And Nicolas Savage believes it takes 4 years for the best bets to look obvious, thinking that he shared on stage last week at Strictly VC's San Francisco event, which TDK Ventures co-hosted. And it's a theory he's been working to prove since 2019, when he founded the corporate venture arm of the Japanese electronics giant, which is now managing $500 million across 4 funds. The AI chip startup Grok, valued at $6, and $9 billion during its most recent funding round last fall, is the highest profile example of this thinking. And WhatsApp is preparing a design update that follows the liquid glass style introduced by Apple in recent versions of iOS. Initial signs of the redesign appeared in late 2025 through beta versions of the app, where users reported small interface changes and updates to the main chat screen, but now we have more to look forward to. And flour prices have increased sharply across Pakistan over the past week, with the cost of a 20 kg bag rising by as much as 200 in several cities, according to data released by the Pakistan Bureau of Statistics, PBS. Karachi remains the most expensive city, where a 20 kg bag is being sold for up to 2,500, while Lahore offers the lowest rate at around 1,810.
A major cleanup operation at Karachi port has recovered more than 16,000 kilograms of waste, highlighting efforts to improve marine environmental standards. Mohammad Junaid Anwar Chaudhry reaffirmed the government's commitment to a clean and sustainable maritime environment, stating that pollution-free ports are essential for safe navigation.
The government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has decided to resume a project providing free medicines to underprivileged cancer patients and expand it across the province. Chief Minister Sohail Khan Afri issued the directive while chairing a meeting on the annual development programme, ADP 2026-27, where key proposals in health, agriculture, youth and infrastructure were reviewed.
Researchers at CSIRO have developed a prototype quantum battery and confirmed its rapid charging behavior through experimental testing. The findings validate a fundamental quantum effect in which charging speed increases as the battery system grows larger.
And tremors were felt in Islamabad and Rawalpindi on Monday after a 5.2 magnitude earthquake was reported. According to the Pakistan Meteorological Department, PMD, The earthquake was recorded at 10:56 a.m. It added that the epicenter was located near the Tajikistan-Xinjiang border region and had a depth of 128 kilometers. And former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani was hospitalized and was in critical but stable condition. His spokesperson said on Sunday. The spokesperson, Ted Goodman, did not immediately provide more details about Giuliani's condition or how long he has been hospitalized.
Islamabad. The Islamabad High Court on Monday rejected the petitions of former Prime Minister Imran Khan and his spouse Bushra Bibi seeking the suspension of their sentences in the £190 million corruption case, observing that their main appeals were already fixed for hearing. A two-member bench headed by Chief Justice Sardar Mohammad Sarfraz Dogar will take up the central appeals on May 7. In view of this, the court declared the suspension applications infructuous.
And the US plan to guide ships through the Strait of Hormuz, announced by President Donald Trump just hours before it went into effect, leaves a lot of unanswered questions. US Central Command said in a statement on X that its support for the operation, dubbed Project Freedom, will include guided missile destroyers, over 100 land and sea-based aircraft, multi-domain unmanned platforms. And warning. This story contains references to suicide and self-harm, which some may find distressing. Oleg, a 24-year-old who grew up in the western Russian city of Ufa, thought he was signing up to work as a security guard at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in the occupied part of southeastern Ukraine.
Aaron Hardy's brilliant all-round performance ensured Peshawar Zalmi clinched their second Pakistan Super League cricket title with a 5-wicket win over newcomers Hyderabad Kingsmen. Despite an early wobble in the run chase in the final, Hardy grabbed 427 to bowl out Hyderabad for a below-par 129 all-out in 18 overs and then hit a fluent 56 not out off 39 balls to anchor Peshawar to 135 in 15. 2 overs in front of a packed crowd at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore on Sunday.
And a North Korean women's football club will become the first sports team from the country to play in South Korea since 2018. When they visit this month, Seoul's Ministry of Unification has confirmed. The neighbours remain technically at war after their 1950-53 conflict ended in an armistice rather than a peace treaty, and sporting and cultural exchanges between them are very rare.
The global oil supply squeeze from shipping disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz during the United States-Israeli war on Iran is having an enormous impact across the Asia-Pacific. Japan's Prime Minister warns Sanae Takaichi made the comments on Monday during a visit to Australia, where both countries signed agreements to boost cooperation on energy and critical minerals.
And the Punjab Education Curriculum Training and Assessment Authority, SPECTRA, has initiated curriculum reforms for grades I to V aimed at shifting primary education from rote memorization to concept-based learning. The development comes as the authority held the inaugural meeting of its Curriculum Advisory Committee to review the existing primary education framework and outline a new reform strategy.
Pakistan T20I captain Salman Ali Agha has admitted that his decision in the final over of the Asia Cup 2025 final against India national cricket team remains his biggest captaincy regret. Speaking on the RE podcast, Salman Ali Agha said that handing the ball to passer Haris Rauf instead of spinner Abrar Ahmed may have cost Pakistan the title. Pakistan Cricket Board PCB Chairman Mohsin Naqvi has announced that new venues will be included in next year's Pakistan Super League PSL, signalling plans to expand the tournament. Speaking to the media, Mohsin Naqvi thanked the people of Lahore and praised cricket fans for their discipline and enthusiasm during the final. He said the atmosphere at Gaddafi Stadium was exceptional, with fans showing strong passion and energy.
and Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah on Sunday reviewed major infrastructure projects in Karachi and directed departments to speed up work on the Bus Rapid Transit (BRT) Red Line while ensuring quality and transparency. And the Chief Minister, accompanied by provincial ministers, the Karachi Mayor and senior officials, and inspected the Red Line corridor from People's Chowrangi to Sephora Chowrangi, and later visited Pahalwan Goth to assess rehabilitation work on the main traffic route.
Ubisoft has reportedly removed around 50 developers from Assassin's Creed Hexi as the company's new leadership team reshapes the project. This could potentially put the upcoming title's development in trouble. The reported changes came last week, shortly after Ubisoft cancelled an unannounced project known internally as Altera. Nothing says Daisy fast food like the humble paratha roll. Simple, easy to make, surprisingly nutritious. It's the ultimate on-the-go lunch for students, salary persons, and anyone who just doesn't have the time to sit down and eat a full meal. Naturally, Pakistan's fastest-paced city and beating heart has perfected the dish to an art form. Everyone agrees. Karachi has the best rolls in the country.
And the Pakistan Stock Exchange's benchmark index on Monday rose 4,000 points during intraday trade. The KSE 100 index gained 4,170 points to reach 167,164.26 points from the previous close of 162,994.17 points at 11:29 p.m.
Under hazy spring sunshine on Saturday, hundreds of young Solites turned up at a park by the Han River at the invitation of the city government to try to do something many overworked South Koreans never get enough of: sleep. The Seoul Metropolitan Government staged its third annual spring event, dubbed a Power Nap Contest, from 3 p.m. under a refreshed set of admission requirements for would-be participants. Wear outfits befitting either a sleeping beauty or prince. Come tired with a full belly.
And celebrations have erupted across Milan after Inter clinched the Serie A title with a 2-0 victory over Parma, sending thousands of supporters into the streets. The Piazza del Duomo was filled with fans clad in blue and black on Sunday, moments after the final whistle at the nearby San Siro, as flares and fireworks lit up the night sky. And Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar spoke with Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, with the regional situation and Pakistan's ongoing diplomatic efforts coming under discussion, the Foreign Office, FO, said on Monday. Discussion focused on the regional situation and Pakistan's ongoing diplomatic efforts for peace and stability in the region, the FO said, adding that the call took place late Sunday night. And vote counting in key Indian state elections was underway on Monday under tight security, with the focus on West Bengal, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi's party is hoping for crucial gains. Elections in 5 states and territories took place in April and May, and Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, the ruling party in the national parliament, is hoping to make inroads into opposition-held states. And Pakistan is working to secure the passage of 2 liquefied natural gas cargoes from Qatar as authorities race to avoid supply disruptions caused by tensions around the Strait of Hormuz. The 2 vessels are already loaded and positioned near the mouth of the strait, with Pakistani authorities engaged in diplomatic and operational coordination to ensure their safe movement into open waters, the officials said. The effort includes consultations with Iranian counterparts.